Anger erupts in the courtroom where two Baltimore City police detectives are on trial. A man who says the officers on a corruption gun task force stole thousands of dollars from him broke down on the witness stand today. WJZ investigator Mike Halgren is live at the federal courthouse with his emotional testimony. Mike?
Denise, Ronald Hamilton had simply had enough. He cursed multiple times on the witness stand. He wanted to make clear the terrible toll his encounter with the gun task force has had on his life. We also learned today from the public defender's office about hundreds more cases these officers worked on that may now be compromised. One by one, victims of the Baltimore City Police Department's corrupt gun trace task force testified about dirty cops stealing tens of thousands of dollars from them. And the public defender's office now believes an additional 1,000 cases these officers handled could be compromised.
We already believed it to be around 2,000, and our numbers from earlier this week's testimony goes at least out to 3,000.
The state's attorney's office has dropped fewer than 200 cases so far.
For the level of criminality that was going on the streets with these police officers, egregious is an understatement.
A number of the victims testifying in court have criminal pasts. Many dealt drugs. They were perfect targets, too scared to report officers in the elite unit were stealing from them because they didn't want to face charges themselves. Ivan Bates represents more than a dozen people who say they were victimized.
Didn't matter who you were, and that is something you can't do. The Constitution protects everybody, and clearly what happened is they decided to throw away the Constitution, and they decided they would judge the jury, the law. They decided all that themselves.
The most explosive witness Wednesday in the trial of detectives Marcus Taylor and Daniel Hersel was Ronald Hamilton, who says police knew he was a big gambler at Live Casino and tried to take 25 grand from him. Repeatedly questioned by the defense if he was a drug dealer, he broke down, yelling from the witness stand that the cops destroyed his life. Hamilton says these rogue detectives also frightened his children and destroyed his marriage. Reporting live at the federal courthouse, Mike Halgren, WJZ.
Thank you very much, Mike. Mayor Catherine Pugh says the city is currently auditing overtime in the wake of accusations that these officers fraudulently recorded thousands of hours.